Hey everybody, what's going on? It's OGK and I'm back today with another video, and on today's video I am going to be doing some Axie hatching. I got 8 Jinx Axies ready to go, and I figured, hey, why not record the video and share it with everybody in hopes that maybe my breeding experiences can help somebody else out there. So let's get into it. Alrighty, let me zoom in a little bit here for everybody to see. So you guys can see, I've already got the egg loaded up here. I have not morphed it yet, but I wanted to talk quickly about the parents so you guys know what we are hoping to get. And you guys can see on the first pair, I went with a bug that has a mix of Jinx and discard cards. And then on the other side, I got a dusk that also has discard and Jinx cards. And then there's a cactus on there as well. I think there's only 2 Axies that have this part type, and this is the only one that exists with the Dusk body type. So hopefully we'll get all discards and Jinx cards. That is the game plan, but I mean, it definitely wouldn't hurt if we got a cactus. Cactus is a pretty spicy tech, so I think it would be valuable on the market. So I'll go through and I'll start hatching the first 4 because I made 4 of these eggs. Both of the Axies that I had were 0 breeds, and both were bred actually. And shout out to Beemun. We actually went in on a co-breed on the Dusks. So shout out to him for that. So this is like my second set, I guess, of Jinx Axies. And then in this pair, you guys can see I was going for the same thing, but these 2 didn't turn out as good as the other pair. So you can see that they're slightly worse. They don't have Neo on the eyes. There's a Giro and a Clear, and then there's also one Hungry Bird as well. Aranda's not a bad tech, so we don't mind that, but really the eyes and the mouth is the part that is a little bit cause for concern. But the fact that I had 0 breeds, I was like, the probability of getting something more valuable than the cost of the breed right now was, I thought it was pretty good. The chances to get a higher valued Axie than the breed cost. So I went ahead and I did it 4 times again. I'm trying to remember exactly what my average breed cost was per egg. I think it worked out to be somewhere in between $18 and $23, I think. So I think it would be pretty safe to say that the 4 eggs, basically 4 eggs for $90. So I'm kind of like in between right now of like if I'm going to play with one of these Axies or if I'm going to just try to sell them. I'm gonna go like I typically what I try to do is I try to take like the best one that I have for like the classes that I want, and I play with those, and I try to sell off whatever's extra. But first hatch here turned out pretty good. The only thing that I see that's amiss is the tail. The bug parent did have the fish snack tail, so that's a little unfortunate. But I mean, I don't hate fish snack in this build because when you're playing Jinx and Curse, what you want to do is you want to slow your opponent down. So having a pretty big shield card in Fish Snack that also applies weak to your opponent's Axies is not terrible. So I don't mind this at all. We got the cactus as well, which is pretty cool. Typically, you'd want to play the bug in your front line. So this will prevent your opponent from kind of jumping to the next Axie. So that's the first one. Turned out pretty good. What about the Genes? Bookworm's bad, Bubblemaker's bad, Goda's bad, Shulstar's okay, Garish is good, Tadpole's okay. The recessives, we got like, I'd say like 50% in the recessives because I don't really pay much attention to the R2 genes. For anyone that doesn't remember, the R2 gene is only worth like 3%, so it's not worth a ton. So I don't give it too much value, so I just really look at the R1 and the dominant gene. So like Neo, Inkling, Double Talk, Cactus, Raven, we're happy with all those, and I'd say we're satisfied with Fish Snack. Overall, good Axie. All right, number 2. Number 2 from the good parents. Number 2 from the good parents. Ooh, turns out really bad. Yeah, really bad. Really bad. Like, for the genes that we had, this one is no good. Bubble Maker is the big miss. But we also missed on the mouth as well. We got Herb on the mouth. That's not ideal. Like, it has some okay parts. And the genes are okay as well. This Axie will not get me my money back for sure. The other one might, but that one not. That one will not. All right, number 3. What's this one? Be good. Yeah, this one's good. Nice. It turned into Dusk Body though. I'm hoping to get a really good bug because I already have some really good Dusks, but I don't have a really strong bug yet. So I'm kind of hoping for it, that I'll get a good bug body. But anyways, this one's sweet. All good parts in the dominant. R1 has 4 out of 6. So 66% in the R1s is good. Sorry, I'm drinking a smoothie and I can feel I got something stuck in my tooth. Alright, that one's pretty good. I'm happy with it. This guy will make my money. As a lot of breeders say that they... did we hatch 4 already? Oh, no, I missed the first one. There's still one more. A lot of good breeders will say that you'll make all your money back in one breed. And what they mean by that is like one of the Axies, like the Axie that typically turns out the best, will usually pay for the entire breed. So I'm looking at this Axie to cover a lot of my costs for those 4 Axies. As I was saying, I feel like the cost for these 4 would have been about $90 in terms of the breeding costs. So, I mean, I'm satisfied with these 2. The bug a bit more than the Dusk because the bug has the double talk and the Dusk has the Hungry Bird. So that's why I like the bug a bit better because obviously that's a bit more meta. But this guy is the one that's... Let's just take a look before we get into the second set of breeds of what that goes for on the marketplace. So I can kind of give you guys some insight into what my thinking is when I'm trying to like decide if this is valuable to breed or not breed. And when I was looking at this potential pair of Axies to breed together, the first thing I did is I looked at the classes that were the most valuable. So the ones, the body types that were worth more. And what I noticed was that Dusk bodies and bug bodies were worth more than what seemed to be the majority. There seemed to be a lot of... we need Raven on here as well. There seemed to be a lot of birds and aquas, but there didn't seem to be a ton of bugs and dusks with all the right parts. So anyways, but as you can see here, it looks like that's been bred out a decent amount. So we're at, even if I sell it for floor right now, that is 3 breeds, by the way. So the floor for a 0 breed is $71. So even if I sold it at floor just to like get whatever, I would list it for like $58 basically, and that would sell, being that this is a meta build, and it would be the lowest one on the market with a 0 breed. So like I know I could get $58 for it pretty easily. I might breed this out before I sell it, considering people are looking to play this, and like the value, look, there's a 0 breed for 71 and a 3 breed for 59. So basically what that tells me is I can take 3 breeds out of my Axie and I'm only going to lose $10 in value. Like that's a no-brainer really, to take those breeds out of it for a $10 difference. I mean, if that 0 breed sells, there's no other 0 breeds, which would put, oh, there's one, but it's obviously crazy expensive. But that would change the market if someone bought that one. Anyways, enough of my lesson. Let's get to some more hatches. The second set of hatches, first Axie hits a larva. Hungry Bird as well. I get a little bit, when you look really quickly, you can, I mean, obviously there's a worm, but you can be like, oh, that's double talk, and then double take, and just kidding, it's Hungry Bird. So yeah, not great here. That larva is going to cost me some money. Probably won't make the money back on that one just because of the larva. Genes are okay. Inkling, Double Talk, Parasite, Raven, Tadpole in the recessives. The only one it missed is the R1. So 5 out of 6 in the R1 slot, and we went 4 out of 6 on the main. 4 out of 6 on the main is not good. But like I said, this pair isn't as good as the other set, so if we hit one, we'll be happy. This is a good one. Oh, that's a really nice one. I mean, you don't like Giro Eyes. It does have Poppy in the recessives, which is... Some people like Poppy, especially on a backliner. They'll take Poppy. But anyways, this is clearly not a backliner. I would use this as a front, but this is nice. I like it. Giro is the only one that's like kind of meh, but with the gene pool that I had, Giro was one of the better options. And then all the rest are hits. So Inkling, Double Talk, Aranda, Raven, Tadpole, we're happy with all those. And the recessives aren't great. We only got 1, 2, maybe if you can't Poppy, you got 3 in the recessives. That one might not be worth breeding. That one I could sell though and make my money, but I might play that one. We'll see. Bum bum bum. Number 2, he's got Dual Blade. Interesting. I mean, you don't have any bleed parts. So I mean, the only way this would work is if you ran a beast with a dominant predator, which you wouldn't really do, to be honest. Maybe you would if you had a beast, but I don't run a beast in this comp right now. I typically run bug, mech, or sorry, no. Well, I do have one build with a mech, but I have one with an aqua. So it's like bug, and then there's like aqua or mech, and then dusk in the backline. Anyways, Dual Blade, no good. R1 genes. R1 genes not great either. Come on, just give me one more hit on this one. I'll be really happy. The one hit was nice. 2? No, this one's ugly. This is like the ugliest one. Larva lagging. What does Larva even do? Garbage. Scry 2 cards. Terrible. Genes? Genes aren't great either. But now, because I have two sets now of Axies, right? What I can do... I switched off on this window. But I can take basically like the best one from this pool and the best one from this pool. So like I could take this one and where is it? Oh, I closed the window for the Shoal Star. But I could take this one and I could put it with the Shoal Star. I'll go back into my inventory. We can refresh now. We'll see them all. And we can see, because like the first 4, so like these first 4 are able to breed with the next 4, right? So we could definitely take this best one and put it with this one, and the genes would be pretty good. I mean, even if you don't care about, like, even if you don't, like, let's say it had 0 of the recessives, it would still be almost 75% to hit on all the good categories. 50%, well, 37, I guess, on the eyes, because we'd want Neo preferably, but yeah, those two would probably be a pair. So I'll probably be breeding those out very soon. I won't do it on this stream because I'll have to move some resources around, but yeah, I'll probably put those two together. Is there another pair that just like looks like it makes sense? I mean, these two are solid. I would probably put one of them with this one, and because I want a bug really bad, I would probably go like this one and this one, just because I really want that bug. And then I might just like dump this one for like whatever I can get. Maybe I'll get like 20 bucks or 30 bucks or something. Nah, it's Hungry Bird. If it was Double Talk, I would say it could maybe get me 30, but 20, Hungry Bird. Anyways, I got 2 more eggs coming up, but those don't hatch today. So I'll wrap it up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this hatching video. I realize I haven't done as many as I was doing. It's because... So just like I'll go for like 1 more minute and just like explain to you guys like the breeding cycles. But like for me, I breed when it makes sense in the market, and how I deem it makes sense in the market is like the cost of the breed and like the potential for like value in the future, right? So I just feel like at the moment, when you look at the costs for breeding, if you can make meta Axies, it makes sense to do it right now. There was a time not too long ago when builds were getting nerfed quite regularly that it didn't make sense, so I toned my breeding back. But now that it looks like the meta is kind of stabilizing, I'm starting to pick it back up again. So do with that information what you will. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and it's been fun hanging out, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Later, fam.